Hey, I've got it. Wait, right. One sec. Right, mic is on. I believe the stream can hear me. Let me turn my fan off. That'll get really annoying. Right. So anyway, welcome to Wednesday Division. It's been a while. Welcome to Wednesday Division. It's round 19 around Silverstone. Whew. Just in time as well. We've got a full lobby, I believe. So let me just make sure no one said anything in the chat. We've only got one viewer at the moment anyway, so I don't think we've got many people. Ooh. Hi Sky. There you go. So you're texting my streams, but you won't text in Woodsy's, no? You won't show me a bit of support in the Monday division. Whew. Right. Time to get me a can open. Right, so we have a full hour. Well, it's not quite an hour because obviously we don't have the breaks like F1 do. But we have got a full quali, so it's an 18-minute, a 15-minute session, and a 12-minute session, I believe. So you've got me talking absolutely nothing for about 40 minutes. Oh, well, what I can tell you is this should be a belter of a race for strategy-wise. Don't know too much about I'm too nervous to talk to anyone else's stream. Yeah, but just do it. Woodsy's not going to bite your arm off. Woodsy's sound. So we have got 20 drivers. Just going down the order. Are you sure? I'm positive Woodsy's not going to bite your arm off. Nah, Woodsy's sound. I like him. To be fair, everyone in this league is sound, though. All the commentators and all the drivers are sound as hell. Our first driver out, it's an Aston Martin, and you feel like it's going to be Betches. He's normally the first one out. Will it be any different now? I doubt it. He's definitely the first one out. Yep. So, Betch is our first driver on the track, first driver to enter Village and the Loop. Again, this is a track I've been to twice in my life, and each time I've been, it's genuinely just the best. I get it's overpriced. I mean, you're looking at general admission this year, it looks like it's going to be like well over in the 440 quids. But if you at all get the money to go, I fully suggest it. It is such a good track. So on paper it looks like it's not much, right? But the viewing options Silverstone give you over other tracks, like I know Hungary, even though it's the cheapest one to go to on the calendar in Europe, I'm sure they restrict their areas, so like the start finish straight you can't get anywhere near the general admission ticket. Where at Silverstone, if you can find a place that you can see the track, you're allowed there. Anyway, let's get the HUD up as well. The tyres as well. We've got Whitey on the hard. That's surprising. He's gone for the harder setup as well, though, because you can't get the hards unless you go for the hard compound. Around here on Monday, the strategy to go with was a medium hard. One stop, even though it was quite difficult. A lot of drivers complaining about high tyre wear. We'll go for an onboard lap Betches. He's going to set the benchmark. So into Farm Curve, and then it's into Village, which is this tight right-hander which goes into the loop. This is actually the new part of the track as well, though. The first corner used to go left and used to just cut this whole straight out. So then this is the Wellington straight again. From what I know, it's new. But it's not new, is it? It would have been on the short layout, I think. Fingers crossed. Might not have been. And then into Lovefield, which is the first ever F1 corner I've seen. Fun fact. And then onto the old international pit straight, which honestly I believe Silverstone need to just do an F1 race where they start here again. It'd be funny to see Cops turn one But yeah, into Cops, flat out in qualifying as well. And towards Maggots and Beckett's, needs to get it hooked up nicely, doesn't get it, gets it rotated, stays in 8th gear for quite a while though, drops it down to 5th gear for Chapel, and on the onto the hanger straight, which speaks for itself. Used to have a few hangers along it, into Stoke Corner, which this overlooks the Lando Grandstand as it is now, and then into Vale, brakes just in between the 150 metre board, gets it in, hooked up into Club Corner. Be careful not to go too wide there because you will invalidate your lap, but he doesn't invalidate and he goes with a 1 minute, first with a 1 minute 27.7. Who's next across the line? It will be a Kick Sauber. Is it Cruciate? No, it's not, so it'll be Najmar. So he's our next driver. Be careful not to cut that because you do get chucked in the air on them sausage curves. Anyway, he comes to the line now and he sets a 1 minute 29.1, goes second place. Then it's his teammate in the other Kick Sauber coming into Vale. Brakes slightly earlier, I think, than what Betch just did. He's invalidated actually, there's no point really. One of the Hasses is coming to the line. Is it A72 for his outlap? Yes, it is. Did Woodsy come out for his? Yeah, it's an outlap, so not many people on laps. Wise Dog is actually on a lap though, so we'll go on board with him into Cops. Got to be careful on that inside curve that he was just taking. That can generally throw you into a spin. I believe we've seen someone on Monday do it. I'm not sure if it's in the race or quali though. Oh, goes very, he invalidates as well on at Chapel. We've got A72 there on a lap. Followed behind, Apex is quite close actually. You don't want to be that close to your rivals. We've got a Ferrari on a lap a bit. No, it's an out lap. My bad. So go back to A72 into Luffield. Keeps it really tight there. That's not a line you want to be using in Luffield. Got a yellow flag. It's one of the kicks out. I was letting the McLaren through. Doesn't look too hooked up for the Haas here though, to be fair. I mean, A72 is a capable driver. Maybe this is like his first lap on this track for a while, but it just didn't look like he knew exactly where he wanted to turn in, if that's the right way to phrase it. But you'll come to the line. I'm sure it'll be within. I don't think it'll beat Betch's. It doesn't look as good as Betch's lap, but I think it might beat the Kick Sauber's lap. Comes to the line and exactly where I said he'd go. Then Apex, does he beat Betch's lap? No, he doesn't. Betcher stays P1. 4 people to put a lap time down. And then find the pass on the hard tyres. Where's he going to go? Woodsy goes P5 or 1 minute 29.8. Find the pass on those hard tyres. Does he get anywhere into that little mix? Yes, he does. He goes third place for 1 minute 28.092. Rusted Bolt, Whitey, start the lap. Game Minion is on a lap. Where's Brewdog? I'm sure he started one. Yes, but he's gone purple in the first sector apparently though. However, I believe Game Minion's further in the lap. Yes, he is. He's in Maggots and Beckett's. Into Beckett's, throws it right. You've got to have so much trust in your car. Doesn't invalidate. Exits out of Chapel onto the hanger straight. And then you're just thinking about Stoke Corner. You can, in real life, you could see the nice, what is it? It's like a neon colour Lando Norris in it. And you just see it come over the hill. Good atmosphere, to be fair, from, it was bouncing the whole weekend, to be fair. And then into Club Corner. He's in the McLaren. He's got the Lando stand behind him. And it's now 4th place for Game Minion. I want to ask you what the score is, but if you're saying sports, I kind of feel like we might have conceded. Brewdog goes fast as well, 1 minute 27.4. 4 temps, nearly 4 temps quicker. It's like 3,000, it's 0-0 still. Oh, thank God. Yeah, Rusted Bolt then. Can he make an impression on Brewdog's time? I was going to watch it, but I feel like it might disrupt the stream a little bit, especially if I celebrate, because I'd go over the top if we scored. Rusted Bolt goes, that must have been a player. Yeah, well, she can hate Coventry all she wants. She can hate Coventry. She can hate Wrexham all she wants. Just because we took them off their unbeaten record, doesn't seem like a meat issue. Right, I think Toto Wolff is actually our furthest driver on a lap. To be fair, that game we're getting into. To be fair, Wrexham always do better in the second half, though. It's kind of why I wish this was a short quali, because we probably would have finished it before the end of the game. But anyway, can Toto Wolff get himself out of Q1? Again, with a full grid here, 5 drivers will be seeing the exit. Oh, it gets very, very loose. Very, very loose. Toto Wolff into Magus and Mecca. Up to Stowe corner, throws it right. Probably on board wise, probably the best Stowe we've seen though. And then goes down into Vale. Can he make that any better? He turned in a bit early, goes a bit wide, and then yeah, he just slows himself down too much for club corner. However, it's still not as bad lap. Where's he going to put him? It puts him P6. Puts him above a few fair series drivers. Whitey on the hard tyres. Looks very slidey. Again, them hard tyres are not a quality tyre. Can he go anywhere near find the pass? I think he's quite a way off actually. He goes P10 on those. And starts another lap. Towley, our championship leader, is on a lap. Who I think is going to win tonight. I did put predictions actually. I should probably read them out on stream actually. So I did this new thing where I told the drivers my predictions. So let me go get them for you now. I can't find them. People have been talking. Right, so my predictions for the race, Tally hasn't validated. It's not probably what he wants, considering he needs to get out the top 5. My top 3 predictions for the race was Towley to win, Tom in second, Domar in P3, and the drivers to watch for the race, who I think are generally quality. I'm hoping they're both here. It was Wise Dog and Brewdog, and they are both here. It wasn't Wise Dog and Brewdog. I was going to put them both. It's Find the Pass easier as well. He's on the hard tyres in P6. Now, you know what? I'm kind of gutted I didn't back in for podium. Some bit and a half. You know, I'm just thinking, is Tom not racing tonight? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's in P14. Right, Kush comes into the pit lane. Goomba, is he on a lap? I don't think no, he's a second and a bit down. A72 reading. I feel like that's the warm-up tyres, but considering he's not on an out lap, I wouldn't think he's doing another lap on these softs. However, I stand mistaken, as I so much do quite recently. Right, so he blasted it out of club. We'll go on board with him. We'll have an on-board lap again. We've got 6 viewers, so welcome 6 viewers. I hope you're having a fantastic evening as we are RRF1 racing around Silverstone. We have a few divisions. I know probably most of these viewers aren't new. On the Monday division that we have, myself won with, I think it was Ali, who doesn't race Wednesday, I don't think. No, he doesn't. He got second, and then a reserve for tonight, down in 20th, but with no lap set, is Misfits. I think that's what we call it. But yeah, it was a decent race. I think it was more tyre management though. Like, it was a definite one stop. You lose too much time in the pit lane in Silverstone to 2-stop. If you 2-stop, you pretty much ruined the race, because you're just always fighting a 30-second deficit. He's invalidated there, A72. Niggles just went P2 with a 1 minute 27.5 dead on flat. We've got Tom, second place in the championship. I believe Towley can win the championship tonight. I'm not sure if he can. Someone will have to give me the stats on how much he has to outscore Tom by. But Towley is very close. Ooh, it's the Super Turbo Finals this week. I have no clue what that is, Kappa, whatever you want to go by online, I'm sorry. No offense. No one in this league probably cares what I call you in my chat. Tom flicks it into Cops. Gaming happy with his time. He's in 1 minute 28.337. Rusted Bolt goes quicker for 1 minute 27.309. Goes nearly a tenth quicker than Brewdog's time. And you know what? I don't know who's safe here. Right, I did a 1 minute 25.9 on Monday. So we're still a second, 1.4 seconds off the pole time on Monday. But we have got some big hitters. Boo, oh my god, he's on 31.7. Tally is our 1 minute 2.8. This is looking for a 26 here. Alright, see you guy, have fun. Yeah, Tally is coming to the line. He's on quite low RS to be fair for him, but he looks like he's going to break into the 1 minute 26s. From the looks of it, it looks like a 26.7. Oh, that was close. 26.664. But that is probably the time to beat so far, because Tally hasn't got time to go again. My teammate on the Monday division, Misfits, me and him are leading the championship, just to sprinkle that in. In fact, what is the weather? Is there any driver in the chat that can tell me what the weather is for the Grand Prix? It'd be good if it's dry. I don't mind a wet race. Woodsy needs a lap here, because I believe he might be in the danger zone after all these other drivers. He's a second down on his lap already though. Again, very tight for Luffield. Second driver I've been on board with that is very tight for it. You've got to try and like... I get it straight after... I keep forgetting it. It's Woodcote or Woodlands or something like that. I get it's tight, but you've got to try and get as far on the left as you can without scrubbing speed. Into Maggots and Beckett's. Looks nicely hooked up. Chapel is difficult though, is that your car's trying and hangs in. He's 2.2 seconds down. I don't think Woodsy's going to improve here. Yeah, he's backed out here. So a few drivers. Woodsy's on P14. We had someone improve. I didn't see who it was though, unfortunately. Trying to look in there and just see who might have. Could it be a Couche? I can't say his name. I apologise. But anyway, we've got Whitey coming to the line now. Is it the end of the session? I'm not actually too sure. But he goes into P14 and he puts Woodsy into the into the driver at risk. And you've got Godzilla, who's a very capable driver, Godzilla. So Woodsy's in trouble here. I'm sure I've raced with Godzilla before, or I commentated and he's done well, so coming to he gets a bit of a snap of oversteer on the exit though. Is that going to, no it doesn't, he got his puss in P2, yeah, that snap didn't do anything. Woodsy is out of qualifying. Is Toto Wolff going to improve at all to get himself out of the drop zone? The drivers that in the drop zone at the moment, Woodsy is already out because he's in the pit lane, then it's Toto Wolff, Goomba, Najma and Tom. Champion second place in the championship is also in that drop zone. Drivers at risk is Whitey. I'd say anyone from Find the Pass is at risk here. But focusing on Toto Wolff because he's the first one on a lap in that bottom five. Actually no, Boo's coming to the line first. We'll have a look at Boo. He's got loads of ERS. He's not on a lap here. He's out. Oh my god. Our second place in the championship is out of qualifying in Q1. That is a very shock exit And then Total Wolf now, can he force Whitey out of Q? However, Whitey is actually about to complete a lap. We'll have a look at Whitey, see where he goes. Can he get himself out of the driver at risk? Can he put Domar Daimar at the risk? Yes, he can. And doesn't Total Wolf make any improvement? He's only up by a tenth in that second sector, though. Not even a tenth, it was like just under half a tenth. He needs... Oh, big snap, though. Does he get it? No, he goes P16. Domar is just about safe, but Najma is on a lap. He's up 2/10 on his lap, though. It's not enough yet, but has he got anything into Maggots and Beckett? Throws it into Maggots, into Beckett, and then into Chapel, which this slight kink left, actually. Then onto Langer Straight. He's 7/10, so Najma might knock out Domar Daimar. He's going to run out of ERS, though, so it's going to make it really difficult at the end of the lap. Oh, he gets loads of understeer into Stowe, and then into Vale. Throws it left, overshoots it just a little bit, and then into Club. He's clubbed that curve. He's going to lose so much time there. Domar he's Valdir, no. Oh, no. I'll tell you what, that was a very entertaining lap. He was so far up, and then it just looked like the tyres gave up. That's unfortunate. Oh. Whew. Give us more of that, please. So, Towley tops Q1 with Cordillo in second, Buster Bolton third, Find the Pass in fourth, Brewdog in fifth, Misfits in sixth, Miggles in seventh, QT in eighth, Betches in ninth, Whitey in 10th, Wise Dog in P11, A72 in 12th, Apex 13th, Gaming in 14th, Domar Daimar just about makes it in 15th. The drivers' wheelies is Toto Wolf, Woodsley, Goonbear, Najma, and Tom of all people. That is a big shock to me, to be fair. Oh well, can QT throw any surprises like that? Well, straight into Q2. However, I am going to be a bit of a pain. I'm going to go for a toilet quickly. Hi, Sky. I'm going to go for a toilet quickly. I'm going to throw you on board with Betches. Hold on a minute. Gaming Minion. Is he retired? Why is his name dark? Why is Gaming Minion retired? No, that's interesting. Oh well, I'll go on board with Betches because I believe he's going to be out quite quickly. One moment, I am sorry for this. There you go. Now it's on. Yep. Cheers, find the pass. Legend. Been speaking to myself for the last, like, since I started flicking through people. I would have gone this whole race without commentating. Cheers, man. Oh my god. Whitey goes peel. Oh, legend this man here in the Williams find the pass. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot I muted it when I went for the toilet. Legend. No one else is on a lap, I believe. Brewdog's, yeah, so I believe Final Pass is the only one that is on a lap. He's not on a lap, he just came out of the pit, no? Bro just told me, is my mic not on? How is he already doing it a lap? Goes towards Stowe, brakes just after the 50-metre board. In 6th gear, which is surprising. Oh, he's already invalidated, he's straight into the pit. That's why he's straight into the pit. So everyone is in the pit lane. We've got a few people. Nope, we've got no one coming out. Actually, yes, we have. We've got a Aston Martin coming out. I dare to say that's Betches. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. I don't know where it's come from. I had loads of energy before. So, send memes into the F1 chat. Couchet in the Kicksauber is on a lap, so we'll go on board with him into Village, and then he hooks it up nicely. It looks nice so far. Obviously, don't want any oversteer on the exit. He hooks it up nicely into Aintree, which used to be a F1 track in Liverpool. Now, what Aintree is most memorable for is Aintree Racecourse, obviously horse racing. Ooh, goes very wide there, like very understeery, was it? Yeah, understeers like no turn. Yeah, it was very understeery there. And then onto the old international pit straight, heading towards Cops. Had some memorable moments over the years. Drops it down to 7, which is right corner. No right corner anyway. Magnus Beckett drops it. Oh, see, look at that. It's a very understeery setup, I feel, for the Kicksauber here. That looks nice though. Much better. Oh yeah, that looks good. Maybe a tad wider for my liking. Don't want to hit that curve on the inside, and he goes P5 or 126, 7.6. Find the pass, he's on a lap. We know he's got the pace. Into Brooklands, Flufffield. And fun fact, that Ferris wheel you can see is actually there in real life, in that exact location. Just a fun fact for everyone. Whoa! Gets loads of oversteer on the exit of Cops. And into Magnus and Beckers. And that's going to play on his mind, knowing that his rear end's trying to do that. And throws it into Chapel now. On the exit. He's got loads of ERS light, but he's down a good second and a bit. But he's got time to go into the pit and come back out. Yeah, it's quite cool. No, he is going to finish this lap. Hopefully it's good enough for Find the Pass. Throws it into Vale, into Club Corner. It's got to be good enough. It's only P10. He's on the cusp. His fuel light on here is blinking. If he's got enough fuel, he's already been knocked out. Domar Daimar's just gone P9, but he's also kind of in the danger zone. We've got drivers like Apex, Whitey and Godzilla, who was second in practice in Q1. He's on a lap now though, so let's have a look into the rough field. Keeps it tight. A few drivers are keeping it really tight into the rough field. And I just don't know about that. I really don't. I say I'm not driving it, but on Monday, my pole lap, I never went that tight. Keeps it in 8th gear as well in Cops. Keeps it in 8th gear in Beckett's as well. Drops it in 7th in Maggots. Keeps it in 6th. It's like very traction orientated this lap. But where's he going to put him? Into Stowe. Throws it right. Keeps it in 6th gear. I'm sure I dropped down to 5th. Into Vale, probably keeps it in 3rd of how he's driving. Yes, it is. And then goes up to 4th very early. But it puts in P4 1 minute 27.2. So is Find the Pass going again? No, he is not. So Find the Pass is out of the session. That is very unfortunate. Anyway, Wise Dog. Yet to settle a lap. Not yet to set a lap. Is waiting to set his lap. That slide killed me. It looked so horrendous, by the way. You did have time to go in. Did you not have a new set? Whoa, MSF's gone a bit wide out of Chapel. Yeah, did you not have a new set or anything? So you did have enough time to come in, put a new set on, and go straight back out. Or did you not? Silverstone's a weird pit lane, that's the issue. It was like 3 minutes or something when you got to the pit lane. But with the pit lane being 30 seconds, and it takes about 30 seconds to get you into the pit box. And it takes you about 20 seconds to get out of the pit box. It might not have been enough time. Didn't know how much time I lost. Did you not set a lap before that though? Right. Yeah. It's one of them though. So, this track you can overtake around, you should be alright. And I put you on one of my drivers to watch, so if you make up a fair few places, you'll probably get driver of the day. I know it's not worth anything in this league, but you get appreciation, eh? I mean, you've been my driver of the day a few times, so I'm sure you'll pull something out in the race. Wise Dog, can he get himself into this top 10 shootout? Can he knock Domar Daimar, who's in P3 on the Monday division? So if Domar Daimar goes out, it'll be another name along Tom to go out in the first 2 sessions. So can Wise Dog make any impression on that? Yes, he can. Domar Daimar drops to P12. Whew. Can Whitey go into the top 10? Yes, he does. He knocks Cushy out. Whitey goes P9. Woo. MSF makes it. Where's Brewdog? Brewdog is actually quicker than MSF. And your goalie is so peaked today. That's good. A Conqueror. He's got the biggest dick in the championship. A Conqueror. He's got the biggest dick in the championship. A Conqueror. Right? Our top 10 shootout is Tally, Miggles, MSF, Betch. Where did MSF pull that lap out? Betches, Godzilla, Brewdog, A72, Wise Dog, Whitey, Rusted Bolt. The drivers out are Couche, Apex, Doma Dynamite, Final Pass, and Gaming Minion. Whew. If you're speeding in the pit lanes, you got to be careful around this track as well with the speed in the pit lane. With being such a slow pit lane, you slam on thinking, oh yeah, 50 mile an hour is easy. It'd be nice to know the score and any compliments on players. Like Okonkwo's brilliant. What's the score? 0-0, I think. Is it still 0-0? It fucking better be. Yeah, it's still 0-0. 0-0. Yeah. Tally asked in the chat. Just let me know, because like if I watch it live, I'll probably pay more attention to the football than this. So it'd be nice to know. You know what? If we start losing, don't tell me. Don't ruin the mood. If we score, tell me. It'll liven me up loads. But if we go a goal down, just ignore it. I might watch 5 minutes during the break. I know Woodsy normally puts a song on, but I'll just go on mute and everyone can have a nice 5-minute break. Go for a toilet, go for a fag, go for a drink. Yeah, Portsmouth just scored 5 goals in 20 seconds. I'm sorry, man. Yeah. That Wrexham have been defensively, though. That's believable. Again, I'm not one of them that blows smoke up my team's ass, right? We have played terrible, right? Our best games were Coventry. We played well against Oxford, but a 1-0 scoreline didn't really do it justice. We should have scored about 5. Well, we scored that first goal, and I was expecting us to get about a 6-goal thriller. We played well against Preston in the Carabao, but obviously that's Carabao. But other than that, defensively, we've been shocking. Tally is our first driver on a lap, on board with our championship leader. So he should show us what a lap of Silverstone should look like under the bridge on the Wellington Straight. Into the section before Luffield, which I always forget the name of. You can just see the Silverstone Museum as well there. And then onto the old International Pitch Straight. That building, I'm sure it's an exhibit. It's not the museum. I know that. And then you got, oh my god, they've got the pods even on the game. Those pods are well fancy in real life, by the way, on the left, just before Beckett's, Magazine Beckett's. They are so fancy. Like, people are sitting there and everything. Sitting there, and it's like, I'm sure it costs like 40 grand on Silverstone weekend to rent them for the weekend. I was like, it's a lot of money. Anyway, into Vale, keeps it in 3rd gear, doesn't spin, burns the RS, sets a 26.1. He's breaking the 25s tonight, isn't he? And if he doesn't break 25s, it just proves I'm a better driver than Tally. I don't care if Chloe's here to tell him. Isn't that right? Wise Dog. There's a few coming to the line here. They're very bunched up. A72 goes second with 1 minute 27.0. Brewdog goes third with 1 minute 27.382. Bedges goes fourth with 1 minute 27.7. Conzo goes sixth for 1 minute 27.8, and Whitehawk goes fourth for 1 minute 27.7. Whitey then goes fourth for 1 minute 27.595. Anyone else? No. MSF's invalidated, so he's going for another lap. So all eyes on Miggles, and I did see the laughing faces, Chloe, so glad to see you're here. Been a while on it. Niggles into club corner. Getting a corner I sat at as well. Fun fact, actually, I've got one more driver. We got one more driver coming out. I'll say the fun fact. I think you'd be a good rapper. That was a good audition. Yeah. Yeah, I should make a rap about like F1 corners. Just a rap on F, like only F1. Russell Bell goes second one, like 26.4. That is a very impressive lap, actually. That would have got him third place in Monday. It could very well be second place here. I mean, does any other driver have six to 8 tenths in them? And in fact, over sixth place, it's a second Russell Bolt's just got. So fair enough to him. He's probably our closest to getting pole position, unless if MSF here, my team on Monday, can have anything to say about it. A 1 minute 3 is a very competitive middle sector, though. I mean, I think to be pole, you've got to be getting a minute in 2.45, something like that. But it's definitely not a bad lap to put him somewhere decent. I mean, he's aiming to beat Brewdog tonight, I believe. From looking at the chat, he's just trying to beat Brewdog. However, oh my god, he goes third place, almost 26.8. Go on! Give him his confidence. Anyway, as I was saying, I sat at Club Corner for F1 practice in 2019. And during the session, Robert Kubica actually spun right in front of me. And it was like the first time I've seen an F1 car come off track. And to this day, it's I was going to say it's the only one, but it's not. At Silverstone this year, I've seen Charles Leclerc go off. I've seen Lewis Hamilton go off. Max Verstappen come off. Yay. I bet it was like Windass or Broadhead or something like that as well. Ever would you trust Kiefer Moore? He's not actually the best striker. I hype him up a lot, Kiefer Moore, but he's not the best striker. He can read the game well though. That's what he gets. He has game craft. What about who? Kiefer Moore? Yeah, because Kiefer Moore's good. He can read the game, Kiefer Moore. Right? He's good at reading the game. But he's not the best striker in the world. I say in the world, we're in the championship. He's not the best striker in the championship. Portsmouth won't let him have the ball, because what he did against Coventry. Right? But he's not our sole player. Josh Windass is our sole player. Anyway, enough about Wrexham. Speaking of Wrexham, Wrexham colours here in the Ferrari of Brewdog as he starts a lap. First corner approaching, it's into Abbey. There's grandstand of the view in front of him, then it goes into Farm Curve and then into Village. Just breaks at the 50-metre board, throws it in. He goes a bit deep from the apex, so into the loop. Keeps it very tight as well because he couldn't get it over. And then he got into 8th Street onto the Wellington Straight. Opens the DRS, and then you blast it to well over 206 mile an hour into, I don't know how this corner, and then it's Luffield. You see the Luffield grandstand there, and then onto the National Pit Straight, where the F2 paddock actually is in this pit lane. Into Cops Corner. Be careful not to get it too wrong. And then you go towards Maggots Beckett's. Again, very hard corners technically. They look flat out, but the level of concentration you've got to have going into it, especially how quick they are, onto the hanger straight. He's 3 tenths up on his lap. Got to put him above Miggles, maybe above A72 at the moment. Into Stowe Corner. The track always falling away from you around Stowe as well. Into Vale. Breaks just in between the 100 metre and 50 metre board. into Vale, into Club Corner. Then you don't want the rear to stick out, and then it goes to the line. He's going to set a 1 minute 26.8, puts himself into P3. 872 on a lap here, into Chapel. Don't want to invalidate it. He's running out of VRS though. It's going to be very tight to the line. He's not even improving as well on his lap 872. In fact, we'll have to jump on board Tally in a moment as well, because he's coming up quick. Oh, just jumps on that curb. Then we'll go Tally into Stoke Corner. He's 2 times up on his lap. At the moment, it's going to be in the 1 minute 25s. He said he will break into it on Monday, and he didn't break into it on Monday. Can he break into it now? It's looking really good for a minute 25. Into the 25s. Yes, it is. It's 25.9, 2 times quicker. Gets it on provisional pole. I believe it will be pole position as well. Don't believe anyone else has the pace to do that. Brewdog has to find 9 attempts to beat that lap. Tell you what, he's got the ERS to beat the lap, but nah, he's already too far off that middle sector. In fact, it looks like he's trying to go again. Can MSF have anything to do with it? No, he's down 2.1 seconds. Bloody hell, no, is no one improving? At this point, Betches is going to be on a charge. Betches is 3 times up. He's looking at getting himself within Miggles' range with a good last sector, but he's backed out as well. The first sector was good. Godzilla, can he save qualifying? Can he do anything? We got a few outlappers, like we got Miggles, Whitey and Wise Dog, but and Rusted Bolt as well. Most importantly, Rusted Bolt. Oh my god. And Rusted Bolt does get to the line. Godzilla's only up by a 10th though. Well, Misfits gets another lap at it. I believe A72 is going to have another... No, he's not. Gone out of time. Miggles is only up by half a tenth. Whitey is... It didn't give me Whitey split. Betch's split is he's a tenth down. Godzilla up 4 tenths. It's still not enough, but it's going to put him in the mix of Whitey, which I believe Whitey wasn't improving. No, it's Betch is not improving. A72 can improve as well. Can Godzilla find any pace in this last bit of his lap? Where's Rusty Bolt? We'll jump on board with him after Godzilla, but Godzilla's only 4 attempts up. He's not going to make a big inroad. Round Club Corner, as you see the hotel, and he goes P6. Rusty Bolt, he's only a 10th up in the second sector though. Oh, it goes very wide. He invalidates, so that's Rusty Bolt in second, unless it... Oh, Misfits is also invalidated. Miggles peels to the pit lane. Whitey is going to finish the slap, but is it going to beat Rusty Bolt? I don't think it will, so Rusty Bolt might be in second place here. However, it doesn't look too bad from Whitey. It looks like it might improve his lap. Yes, it does. It goes P6. And then Betch is the only driver now that can do anything, but with that sector split, and he's already on minute 27, he won't be going anywhere. So that is our grid. It's Towley, Rusted Bolt, Brewdog, Wise Dog, MSF, Misfits, Whitey, A72, Godzilla, Miggles, and Betches, who has decided very lately he wants to finish the lap. He's lost his front wing as well, so I think he's had enough. Not sure what he's trying to do here actually. But yeah, that is Q3 over. Wow, what a session. Well, there is our top 10. It's Towley, Russell Bolt, Brewdog, Wise Dog, Misfits, Whitey, A72, Godzilla, Miggles, and Betches. The fastest time of qualifying was 1 minute 25.9. I think it's quicker than what I set on Monday, so it's fair enough lap. Anyway, I haven't got anything lined up like Woodsy normally has, like a clip or anything. It will just be a 5-minute silent, just while I watch a bit of this game. But yeah, I will mute just in case we do score. I don't want to deafen anyone. Weather looks dry. Well, here's your commentator back. Wrexham did not score on my absence of the 5 minutes. If anyone was actually wondering, let me turn my fan off before anyone gets annoyed at that. So we got a full grid of 20 drivers, which is very interesting, may I say. I think Monday we only had 16 of us, something like that. So it will be nice to have a full 20-man start. We've got our championship second place in 20th. And then we've got our championship leader, who I'm sure can win it today, right? Let me have a look at the point difference. I you know what? It might be on the race report actually. Right, if Tom wins, he only needs P5 or above. Right, and that's if Tom wins. Right? No. It's not even as long as he comes 5th, Chloe. If Tom wins, he only needs top 5. Tom is in 20th. So, if by some miracle Tom wins this race and Tally finishes lower than 6th or below, he loses. He doesn't lose. He doesn't lose. He just pushes back to next week. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And you just feel it's going to be tonight. And I'm glad that I cleared that up before the start line. So we've got 26 laps of this prestigious Grand Prix of Silverstone, where the first ever F1 championship race was held here. Where back then it was a much different layout, but much of it still remains, like the international pitch straight, cops and all that. Giffy gaffy gaff. Right, as we look to the lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go for round 19 around Silverstone, where Tally gets a questionable start, but he stays in the lead, so it was an alright start. Brewdog stays same, and then mid-part there's a bit of contact further back. Actually, there's a few drivers off. I can't tell you who's off, but Boo's already up in P16. That's what I can tell you. I don't know if anyone's got damage. Boot up into P15 now, around the outside of the kick salvage. Miggleton finds the pass going side by side into Aintree. There's a bit of contract, plus the Mercedes off wide into Aintree, and they are side by side going into Brooklands, or Woodlands, it's one of them. Find the pass, keeps the inside though, and oh, there's contact between the Aston Martin and Miggles and Betches, that was. A bit further up, Tally's got a 7-second gap now. Find the pass on Whitey going side by side. Oh, that's very close. Oh my God, there's contact into Cops. Oh, you almost had a flashback to Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton in 2021 there. Whew. Into Maggins and Beckett's now. The fry getting very close to that Haas there. That's Boo on Woodsy, that is. Woodsy is up so many positions on this opening lap. Let's just get the details here. He's up 8 positions on this opening lap of the Silverstone Grand Prix here. Apex looking up the inside of Miggles there into Stowe. And then you got the kick salvage behind Couchet and Nightmare going side by side. And then the RB of Goomba is trying to get in there. As you get the iconic camera view up there. Here, through goes Lewis Hamilton. We've got a pit stop. Total Wolf, he must have wing damage, I'm assuming. Because you don't make a pit stop that early on. That will unfortunately be a 2-stop for him there, because you're not 1-stopping from this early. No matter what tyre you go on, you can go on to the super hards, you're not 1-stopping Silverstone from that one. So Boot up to P11 on the opening lap. He still needs to win this race over Tally, and Tally still needs to drop 5 positions. So as it stands, and you're going to hear this a lot tonight, because, well, let's be honest, when a team or driver's about to win the championship, that's all you hear for the whole race. Is Tally is in the all-important top 5 for him to win the championship tonight, regardless of result. However, I'm sure if he just needs top 5 to beat, if Tom wins, surely if he just outscores Tom, he can win the championship. Well, I won't be too sure until someone confirms it later. So I'll do my best to work it out in race, if he's won it or not. All I know is, as it stands, Tally's fine. Doma Diamond Game Minion said they swap positions. Goomba and Kute, they are swapping positions into Stowe. Rusty Bolt says fastest lap of the Grand Prix is coming back on Tally though. Misfits sets fastest lap of the Grand Prix. What tyre is everyone on actually? It's one thing I didn't check. Tyre. So top 9 on mediums, Game Minion then on the hards, and then Tom on the medium tyre, and then from Woodsy to Goomba it's the hard tyre, and then Kuche is on the soft tyre. That's a dedicated 2-stop. You are not getting them softs longer than 5 laps. And then Godzilla, Betches and Total Wolf round the field off on the medium tyre. Wise Dog, oh, they are going side by side in Luffield though. The Red Bull is up the inside of Luffield. They're going to carry this battle on down to Cops, are they? Ooh, I think the Red Bull has just enough straight line speed it does to get ahead of the Haas. That Haas goes a bit wide. He can't make the move there though, so that will be checked if he overtook him there. He doesn't, but he's trying to force a different line for the Red Bull though. We'll have DRS on this hanger straight as well though, but I think he's dropped a bit too far behind the Red Bull now to make a move into Stowe. Who are we even on board with that? 872. Regen in front of him though, he's not close enough. Further back, is anyone making a move? We've got a move on the other Haas here. It's Miggles and Woodsy. Miggles gets past him before the braking zone. Whew. And now we breathe, everyone. Now we breathe. I'll say that though, Rusted Bolt is within half a second. He's going to get DRS on the hanger straight. Not the hanger straight, the Wellington straight. Let me get my Silverstone corner straight right. Bit of a slide there though from Rusted Bolt. However, you can see the Alpine in front of him, and he's just wanting to chase it down as badly as possible. Opens the DRS. How close can he get? Not as close. He's probably running higher. Tally, we know he's running 0 rear wings, isn't he? Into Cops again, goes a bit wide again. No penalties yet though. 4 laps in, 22 to go. As Tally's regenning through Cops. Look at the speed difference in the corners, and then as soon as it gets to the straight, Tally's got it covered because he's running such low wings. I don't know what my teammate on Monday is running. Because he running my setup, he's running low wings, but I'm sure he was complaining about it. He will be ecstatic with 2 podiums. Couchet becomes our first driver to get a penalty. That is a very late call to pit lane to find the pass. That is now a 2-stop though. Whoa, we got a bit of fighting here. Boo looking at making a move on this Mercedes before anything even happened. It's Whitey in front of him, and then it's Wise Dog in front of Whitey. Doesn't make a move up the inside of the village, and no, he doesn't. He doesn't even look to it. Goes a bit wide as well into the loop, and we go. And then into Aintree, this left kink here takes you onto the Wellington straight. He's very close, Tom, though. However, it's not close enough. It doesn't look like it's close enough. It'd be a dive and a half. Just tries to send the Mercedes a bit far wide, and he does, but he goes wide himself with maybe running slightly lower wings. So you'll now have to wait a few corners because there's no really real overtaking zones until the Stowe now. So as frustrating as it may be for Tom, because he needs to win this race, he goes wide as well actually, whether or not I gave him a warning or not. Into Maggots, into Beckett, into Chapel, goes a bit wide there, and then he's still not close enough. It's a bit of a DRS. Shane Woodley becomes our second driver to get a free second time penalty. However, we've got the driver in front. It's Wise Dog and Whitey going side by side. Sorry, wrong Mercedes I'm talking about. And then does Boo send up the inside of Vale? No, he doesn't. He thought about it, but he doesn't send up the inside. And then it's just backing everyone up here. It's just a big DRS train. So will Boo try and get close enough now before Village and then try and make a move on Whitey? Gets a bit of grass on his tyres. Be careful not to lock them up because obviously less grip when you get tyres on your grass on your tyres. Ooh, puts the switch back on the Red Bull. Doesn't work though. I don't think he's close enough to this Red Bull here. Moore's off and I think Smith is on. Yeah, Sam Smith. Good. Hopefully just a late minute winner. It would be nice. It would put us so far up in the league. But oh well, never mind Wrexham. This has been a brilliant race. Imagine if F1 races were like this, where you couldn't really tell what's going to happen. Woodsy and Goomba, they are going side by side, still at it as well. Oof. Well, this brings back flashbacks. No, it doesn't. Woodsy stays in front of Goomba. Fair enough. Southampton beat QPR 2-1. Fair enough. It looked like White Sox was going to go for a move on Whitey then. Maybe chose better off it, and Boo is now at threat from Doma Daima. Boo pits. That is a very early stop for a one stop. Oh, there's a bit of contact there between the Mercedes and the Oracle Red Bull. I believe it might have been. So it's such a slow pit lane. Godzilla up the inside of the kicks out with a bit of contact. Got a nice heli view here. Very wide from the kickstart and nation around that allows Godzilla to go through. Whoa, it's very close. He's going to send it the inside, on the outside of Vale. Very questionable choice to go to the outside there. He could have proper gone for the inside. Especially on those hard tyres. He probably would have made the inside work, because obviously it turns to the outside, but he's got the grip at the moment, Game Minion, over the medium tyres. Got a yellow flag. Kick Sauber apparently going slow, but it doesn't look like it's going slow on the mini-map. So Game Minion now, attempt number 2, got to the DRS. And you feel like that's gonna happen regardless of the braking situation out there. Still side by side. Does he force him wide? He stays up the inside of Luffield, the Red Bull, but then the other McLaren's going to get involved, goes a bit wider as well. Is he going to get the run on it? No, he's not. So they're still going to go side by side towards Cops, who's got the ERS to really fight that, and the Oracle Red Bull of White Sox stays ahead of him. Wow, that's good racing. And Apex actually gets past Omar Daimar and all that. So the teammates fighting here, and they're both losing ground due to the fighting. So Doma Daimar is going to be looking back on Apex though. They're both going to have DRS. The Apex is really running out of ERS here. There's been a bit. There's been a few pit stops here. Misfits has pitted, Whitey's pitted, and Woodsy's pitted. So Freeman's added. Fair enough. I don't think we're going to get a goal. If we've not got a goal now, we're not going to get a goal. So Game Minion has made his way past Wise Dog. My mistake for missing that. Oh, Miggles is right on the back here. The Oracle Red Bull in front of him is burning though, to try and probably make a bit of ground. I don't know if it was in defence now. You've got a chance. It's been a crazy game. Nah, I don't think we will. Corner for us. Oh, the Oracle Red Bull goes wide. That's going to really allow Miggles to try and just get alongside him into Stoke corner. Yeah, fair enough. And he does, they're side by side, the Red Bull and the Mercedes. I'm on the wrong camera view. The Mercedes just goes up the inside of Miggles, and Miggles gets P6 there. A72 gets 10 second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane. Apex pits as well. See, the pit lane here works weird. You gain positions and then lose them. That is probably the worst part about this pit lane. You can make a one-stop work from now as well, though. I think I pitted lap 9 for my one-stop. So you can make it work from here. It's hard. I was on 86% on the front left by the end of the race. But it is doable. However, the hard tyres, they've got to make their way to about lap 14, 15. It's a big ask. Is the alternative strategy? Will it work? We'll never know. There you go, full time, 0-0. Still a good point away from home, I guess. But, oh well. Football aside now, eh? Yeah, it's whatever. So, Charlie's dropped P4 after his pit stop. He's on the hard tyre. He knows it's a one-stop. He's seen what Monday happened. But then Domar, he's hanging out here. Is he trying to wait for a safety car? Because surely those mediums don't feel well. My mediums fell off at about lap 6. Right? He's done double than what my mediums felt like. But yeah, wow. What a race this has been so far. A72 looking at a move on Tom. And as it stands, Charlie's championship winner. And it can get a whole lot worse if the Haas goes closing. We've got Brewdog into the pit lane. Betches into the pits as well. Well, I bet you went from P9, right? No, P8 to P6. And then straight back down, because obviously it's not a true position. Oh, build up the inside of Nightmare. And then, oh, the Haas up the inside of Najma. We've got a few more moving about up at the top. Russell Bolt's really giving it to our championship leader, Towley. Or as it stands, our championship winner. And you see the regen light come on at the back of Towley's car. Domar dropped to P4. Is he still on them tyres? He is. So he's a stop away as well from the top flight here. I mean, I don't know what he's trying to do, really. I don't know if he's waiting for a safety car. Because if safety car came out now, it'd be brilliant for him. He'd be on fresher tyres than everyone. So everyone else pitted laps ago. But surely he comes in now. Yes, he does. Tally sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, but Russell Bolt is right behind him. CB Dortmund 4-1. Ooh, they are very close together, this top three now. You can drop a coin between each car and it might be caught. But is Tally going to be that brave? I think the car's going to let them both through as well. So Gamer Minion has just let them both through. So Rusty Bolt's going to have a nice, if he can just keep it clean between Maggot and Beckett and Chapel, he can have a nice run on our championship leader Tally here. Tally can win the championship in the top 5. That will be on Tally's mind now, surely, that he can win the championship regardless if Russell Bolt wins this race, right? And then Russell Bolt will be like, well, I want to win this race because I want to prove that I am better than everyone else, right? And you wouldn't blame the lad, right? But on this occasion, he can't challenge Tally, and you feel like he has to before Tally starts running away with it. We are now just over halfway through the race. Getting very close. Trying to look, A72 is quite close to Tom still. However, Tom is back up there, but he still needs to win this race for any chance of the championship. But I think Tom pretty much knew the championship was over. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Tally's had a phenomenal run this year in the Wednesday division. It does make me wonder if he didn't quit the Monday division for a while, if he would have probably challenged me for the Monday one at the moment. Obviously, Ali's still busting my backside for that. Pardon me. Oh, side's really got on my chest tonight. Boo catch up to find the pass, who on my race prediction was a driver to watch. He's up 9 positions. I think, did he start on those hards though? No, he didn't. That is track position. And it's now 4th. I say 4th, it's now 5th because Boo's gone up the inside of Abbey. And I decided, oh, it's commentator's curse there, no. A72 up to P5 and then it's Boo up into P4. However, as it stands, he's not going to win this race. Tally's not going to get below top 5. All Tally has to do is, well, he can chill. He can lose 8 tenths a lap right now and still win the championship. I know, obviously, that's not Tali's nature. He won't want to lose time. I'm just truthfully saying he can lose 8 times a lap right now, and he'd be completely fine. He'd win the championship. He could go on vacation for the last 4 or 5 rounds, and have a nice Christmas. I don't know if we'd start up at, after Christmas. I know we'll probably have Christmas Friday at Flying Pass pits. So Flying Pass is on a definite 2-stop. He'll be on the mediums there, but he's not going to make 30 seconds up Flying Pass. Rusty Bolt as well. He's proper busting Tally here. Proper stayed with championship leader here. Boo gets a 3-second time penalty. Whoa, that's really going to affect it. Brewdog is within attacking range. Whitey is getting closer. Kuche gets another 3-second time penalty. Nightmare pits as well. So Final Pass is going to drop loads of emissions. That's mental how long you drop. He's 17th from P4. Sure, that's a word to the leaders that you dropped to about. I think these leaders have dropped to about P10. Doing the math, he's got 10 seconds there. So 10, 13. 15, 21, 26. If Tally pitted now, we'd go to about P14. And that's the issue about this pit lane, is you think, oh, 1 stops don't normally cost you that much, and then this pit lane generally gives you a reality check. Wise Dog's left. Let's I'm sure I've got Wise Dog added. Let's see. Wise Dog. I might not have Wise Dog added. I haven't got Wise Dog added. I hope someone can get him in. I don't know why I've not got him added. Boo's paid, so Boo's on a 2-stopper, so that is the championship now gone. Maybe that is to serve a penalty, maybe? He's not lost as much as Find the Pattern. Did he go on tired? Because those are tired. He's done that into the pit lane. One day nearly night. I thought maybe there's a safety car coming. Wise Dog and Greenberg going side by side. Wise Dog rejoined, that's good. Oh yeah, Wise Dog's not here. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm sorry. I'm going to turn my fan on low setting because, like, I am boiling. My bad if it catches on stream. Final pass up the inside of Cops. Oh, that's very brave. Sends Betches out very wide. Sends Betches to a North Hampshire shot. And then Boo takes his opportunity. He actually goes past them both. Oh. Bloody hell. After the race, asked Betches how the takeaways are around in North Hampshire. Oh. Oh shit. My bad. I just got Strongbow all over me. Yeah. A few more pit stops. We've got A72 serving a penalty. YT who doesn't have to serve a penalty, but where's Boo going to come? Because Boo's going to be coming around the corner soon. He's going to go up into P10. Final pass up into P11. Did Boo get past? Boo wants to go past final pass then. That's interesting. Very interesting. Don't want to Daimar behind Goomba. Rusty Bolt's still within this, winning the race. Right, he's probably still in the battle, right? But I think Tally's just running too high, too low wings to really make a challenge. Six laps to go. MSF pits. Is there a puncher worry? Is the tyre wear higher tonight than what it was on Monday? That means with a suspected Rusty Bolt running higher wings, it generally might turn out to be in the favour. About to get very close. MSF stays in P5. However, there's about 3 cars behind him on warmer tyres, right? Donald Daimar is going to get DRS on the guy, right? And then you got Tom right behind him. And then Tom's got a really nice run on the McLaren. The McLaren's also got DRS, so it's literally a gun for gun fight, and Tom gets right past him. Pardon me, sorry. Oh, this battle for the lead still at the front. Rusty Bolt has a pit stop if he doesn't want to take the risk. He dropped to P4, well 3. Right, but he has got the pit stop. Right, it's all about, has Towley got the tyres to get to the end? Because if Russell Bolt pits and Towley doesn't, and he pits the next lap, Rusty Bolt will get the undercut. Right, regardless. Right, 5 attempts at this late of the stage, you're gonna get undercut. Right, but he won't get undercut if you can get these tyres to the end. But there is a puncture risk at the moment, so it is generally lower at Tom fastest lap. That's the issue about this race, right? Is it generally, right? That is what can sort this race out right now, right? Is if Tally gets a puncture, right? Rusty Bolt pits, Boo's going to get top 5, and Tally's going to finish out the top 5. Oh my God, we've got someone's off. It's A72. He's in the wall. He's not retired, but he's stopped. No safety car as of yet. Very slowly back onto the grid though. Looks very dodgy that. I don't get why he stayed stopped so long. It did look... I don't want to accuse the drivers of looking for a safety car, but that did look a little bit suspicious. Well, this is a nice side-by-side battle into Stowe. Does White Dog get the undercut? The I don't know what it's called. I'm not even gonna bother anymore. Oh, they're lapping cars. 1 sec. Got a time at least. Right, can Rusty Bolt make an impression? You feel like he's going to wait till the last lap to throw out all his cards. Oh, he's livid. What do you mean? Who's livid? Why is someone livid? Apparently A72 didn't move. He's still in the lead at the moment, right? So, all good at the moment. It's all good getting worked up when you're in the race, right? But at the moment, it's all right. Oh, did he rear end him? Oh, is that a worry? Virtually, he hasn't got wing damage. Like he's got both his end plates, so that's a good sign. But regardless, you know what, right? You know what, Chloe, right? He can shut up, right? He might be good. I'm only going on the comms, lol. Right, right. Tally can piss off, right? He can literally now lose 5 seconds a lap and still win this championship. In fact, he can lose 8 seconds a lap and still win this championship, right? I don't care. Tell him I don't want to hear any complaining when 23 laps in, he could lose 8 seconds a lap. He could have a puncher, right? And do 3 laps on him and still win this championship, right? Because Tom had to win this race for him to only be in the top 5. Tom's not even in first place. He is, right? In fact, if I was Tally, I'd just let Rusty Bolt win, right? Get it right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, get this right. Tally, yeah? See how he's leading here, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, he's complaining about lap cars. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right? To win the championship, right, get this right. Look at my finger. He needs this driver here to win the race and him to finish here. For him to not win the championship tonight. Right? Tom's not winning. Tally can literally finish below Tom tonight. If Tom doesn't win, he wins the championship. I don't want to hear any complaining from Tally. So what did I do now that I have no idea about? What did I... Yeah, Brad, I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. I might have missed something, to be fair, though. My bad. Apologies for the language. As we are only a few laps away from finishing this race, though, is there anyone else down the field that are close? Goomba's very close to Nijmar. Goomba on those medium tyres. Betcher's on the soft tyre. That's peculiar. Goomba and Nijmar are both on the medium tyre. Betcher's on the soft tyre. I have no clue what he's doing. A72 is just pitted. He's going for the...
You didn't even come and see what I've done in the living room. What have you done?
Right.
I'm coming down in a minute anyway.
Yeah, anyway, Tally starts the penultimate tour of this Silverstone Grand Prix. Again, what a track in real life. This will be the last time, obviously. The stream's nearly close to over. I genuinely can't explain to you all how it is a privilege to go see the F1 around here. Right? It is such an epic track. However, I'll let you know in a few years because my granddad is thinking about doing Belgium. And Belgium's always been on my bucket list, so maybe ask me in a few years what's better, Belgium or Silverstone. But yeah, can Rusted Bolt make any impression on our championship leader and probably our championship winner as it stands right now? He's very close, 3/10 this time round. He's got the ERS, but I think Towley's got that covered off very well. And Towley will know it's coming. He'll know he has to keep it, and he'll want to win the championship with a win. I'm sure that'll be his ideal moment of winning it. He won't want to win it if he doesn't finish on like first. He won't. I get Towley. He called himself a knobhead before. I can't say the actual word. My mum would kill me. Anyway, we're on our final lap. Can Rusted Bolt spoil the... Yeah, I'd say spoil the party. I'd rather win the championship over a race. But I don't know how Towley would feel. I mean, if I won Monday Division, right, and I finished down in P11, I wouldn't care. I genuinely wouldn't. Right, but I don't know how Towley feels. But I'm in the lead at Monday, so we'll see if I can keep that clean. It is Mexico next week. I don't think I'm going to do well there. However, depending on what my dad's doing, I might do a few laps around there. He would be fine. Yeah. Maybe he should just let Rusted Bolt win then. But depending on the exit Rusted Bolt gets, can he spoil the Towley party? I say spoil it again, I don't think he'd care, but he'd like to win it in a win. He's probably going to win it in a win. And yeah, he's running out of opportunities now, Rusted Bolt. He needs to make a move into Vale, which he's not going to. So unless Towley gets club corner wrong, Towley's going to cross the line in P1 and he's going to win the championship. So Towley wins the championship. Rusted Bolt in P2. What a drive from Rusted Bolt. Brewdog then onto the podium over Misfits, who all day, them two have been going at each other saying, oh, we're going to have another close race. And they're going to finish P3 and P4. In fact, is Tom going to have anything to say about this to Misfits? So Brewdog finishes on the final podium position, 24 seconds behind Rusted Bolt. Misfits is only going to come across the line in P4. He is a reserve tonight. Like Tom in 5th, second place in the championship. Couldn't amount to Towley, and Towley wins the championship over Tom. Unfortunate, but Towley's dominated. Gaming in P6, final pass in P7. Domar Daimar, who I predict to be on the podium, P8. YT in the Mercedes in P9, Wise Dog in the Red Bull in P10, Apex P11, Miggles in P12, and then there's a few penalties for this next three, so we'll see what that is. After 2 wing changes, I'll take that. Fair enough, final pass. I didn't know you had to add wing changes. Yeah, that's fair enough. Goomba in P13, Nijma in P14, and Betch is in P15. Nothing changes there. And then Total Wolf will be our last driver to cross the line. In fact, A72 will be. But I don't get how Woodsy and Coochie have been lapped. So A17 must have been lapped. Like, lapped twice, no? Yeah, because he's been lapped by Coochie as well. Oh, the race just finished there as well. Right, wow, what a race as well. Congrats to our championship winner, Towley. I believe he's won it anyway. I don't want to keep saying it, but I'm sure I read that race report wrong, right, and Towley has won it. I will double check the chat before I leave it. There's podium celebrations. There's Towley celebrating. fair enough. Could have blagged. I set them up for him. Could have blagged. Fair enough. Anyway, there's our top drivers. There's the incidents, because I'm sure we're meant to capture them. Oh god, there's a lot of incidents. Am I going to have enough time to get through them all? Yes, I do. Right, that was brilliant. I'm just getting confirmation that Towley has won the championship, and then I will get back to you. So I'm just trying to get confirmation from the admins that Towley have won it, because I don't want to say he's won it and then next week in Mexico, because I am here next week as well. I don't want to say next week in Mexico, oh, he's not won it, right? So just trying to get a confirmation, but I'm sure he has won it. I read that race report right. I'm almost 98% sure I've read that right, that if he got top 5 and Tom won it, he got championship and he won the race. So I'm sure he's won it. But I want to wait confirmation from the admins that he has won it. But it is safe to say, Chloe, Towley, you lot start celebrating it. Because I'm almost... Towley won the championship. Yeah, I thought so. Unfortunate, Tom. You've had a good championship run. Towley's just... He's a sweaty bastard, isn't he? Right. He would have gave me... He probably would have dominated Monday as well if he actually done it. Right. It's one of them, Tom. You've done well, and you got second place to fight for now, haven't you? Yeah. Everyone's now congratulating on him. I wanted to make sure before I congratulated him. At Towley. Congrats. Anyway, that's the end of the stream, guys. We'll see you next week in Mexico, where I'm sure there will be much more racing. Hopefully. Have a good rest of your night, and I will see you next Wednesday, because I will definitely be here. Tune in to Mad Mark on Saturday, who will be doing the 100% around Silverstone. I am debating whether or not to join it. I just have to see if I'm busy or not. I will try and confirm, obviously, before they get the drivers, or if there's any reserves, because I know the Saturday division is quite popular. Have a good rest of your week, and tune in to us next week on Monday, Wednesday and Saturday for Mexico. See you. Bye-bye.